Hi there VC, it's Steve Whitty here with another video. This is my vinyl haul video for records I brought yesterday. Now this is going to be quite short because I only purchased two. You know, it's what it's like at come Christmas time. Your money suddenly becomes not your own. Even though I've brought all my presents, I haven't got cards yet from the family, so best get them. But also, to be honest, they've still got food on, but I've overspent a little bit, so I've got to rein it in. It's another, well, I'd say basically 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks to payday, but effectively it's just got to see me through next week. Anyhow, as I said, I only purchased two records from the shop, but there's a little twist to this video. So the first record I purchased, and I found this in the pound bins, it's Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. Now, this dates back to, I believe, 1968. It's far under popular male vocal. They've just got to call it jazz. It's on the EMI. It's on the stateside label, which EMI used for sort of like American records. I think it's 68. I think it's to cash in the fact that Wonderful World, What a Wonderful World, reached number one. It was a number one hit single for Louis Armstrong. At that point, he was the oldest person to have a number one single. And I'm not sure if that is still the case, but yeah. And you've got on here, obviously, What a World. He does his version of Cabaret. Dream a Little Dream of Me does that. It's what else? Sort of jazz standards, really. Those are the standout tracks on the album. But I'm pleased to have this. Actually, I felt it soothed me a little bit. I haven't been feeling too great when listening to that yesterday. The other album I bought yesterday, and this cost me a couple of pounds. This is Kansas and Monolith. So I've slowly started to build up a Kansas collection. Well, it's my third album, and this is the band's seventh album, which was released in 1979. This came out on the Kirshner label. Rather nice, you know. I've also got inside the lyric sheet and photos of the band members. Oh, ladies form a queue. So I was pleased to have that. Both records did only pay £3 in total. Played beautifully. Get this back in. So it's always worth digging around the crates. My local record shop, he's expanded his business a little bit. He had to move his crates. I think I might have told you this before, but he had to move his crates from outside his shop because they were blocking the sort of health and safety. Were blocking the pathway for shoppers. So he's rented half a unit, and he's literally put his CDs, his pound records, some pound 12-inch records, and £2 records, all his discount stuff out there, so you can dig around there, and it's great. And you do find some good stuff there, so it's worth checking. I certainly will be there next week, just before Christmas. Now, I may have told you this before, but I do volunteer at my local Oxfam on Saturday afternoon. Now, I've been doing this for some while. This is done way before the vinyl started buying vinyl again. And I know I hear the accusations of all staff at thrift stores that cream off the vinyl. We don't. We have to pay for it. We don't. If it comes in, we have to pay for it like anybody else. We may get a discount on it, admittedly, perk. But it's like with anything. If you work for a company, sometimes you get perks. But we don't cream it off just to have it for ourselves. No, that doesn't work like that. You have to pay for it. However, when I got in, I knew I got a big box of CDs to have to sort out. We had a donation very late last Saturday. It was a bit too late to start sorting. I said, well, I'll sort them out next week when I come in. But I noticed on top, records I thought were records. But in fact, when I looked at them, there was no records inside. It's just the covers. You may have seen me show videos where I've got the record with no cover. Well, this time, somebody's donated the covers. Somebody's done. Probably just had a clear out and just put in the bags. Oh, these look like records. We'll give them, and they haven't checked. And there's no records in there, which is a little bit frustrating. Partly because not just for me if I wanted to buy them, but for the shop to sell them. And I said, well, I'll have. The manager says, well, you might as well chuck them out. And they were in a shocking state. They're dirty. I said, no, I'll have them. I'll clean them up. I can always put them in frames and stick them on the wall. So these are the covers, and in the manner of, I don't know if the UK viewers remember a show called Bullseye. Whenever you missed the grand prize, Jim Bowen would always say, look what you could have won. So the first one, first cover, it's Blue Beat Special. It's be like reggae ska, and it was on the Coxsone label. So I've cleaned that up. Yep, would have been nice to have had that because there was some interesting stuff on here. 1968 this came out. I've even got the inner. Just know that nobody's home. Donovan's Universal Soldier. This came out 67. This sort of highlighted his more folky period. So you've got Colours, Catch the Wind on here, Battle of the Crystal Man. So talking of Donovan, and this probably is a little bit more frustrating. I've got the lid for this. This is the A Gift from a Flower to a Garden. This is a 2 LP set, I believe. And you've got the lyrics there, but no bottom, no record. Probably the most frustrating one of this find. Traffic's Mr. Fantasy album. It's an Island mono. You've got the cover there. Record would have fitted inside here. Yep, disability. A little bit frustrating. Then Beatles mono, which I've already got. I've shown Drive My Car in vinyl countdowns contest entry, so I wasn't too disappointed with that. There's a reissue of the White Album. You can tell how dirty it is. You can still see it on the Beatles. I haven't managed to get all the dirt off. Now this is a reissue. Again, not even the poster in there. All gone missing. And finally, Sergeant Pepper. If you see that, mono. However, I'm not too actually upset I've picked this up, because while it's got no record, it does have that. The insert, that was left inside, untouched. Get that back in. And it also still has the sleeve. I do have a copy of the mono version of Sergeant Pepper. However, the cover's beaten up and it didn't have the inserts, so that's a Frankenstein job. So, in a sense, that makes up for the disappointment of the others. However, you have to look at it on the bright side. Quite a lot of stuff that people donate to thrift stores and charity shops, they just sling in bags, and it's, I would say, 80% of what comes in gets slung, primarily because it's not suitable to be sold. Clothing, maybe it's well worn or bubbles on jumpers. It's that sort of thing. Likewise, sometimes with CDs, some people will put their CD collection in, not realising half of them are copies anyhow, so we can't sell them. Or they haven't really treated the CDs properly. The cases are broken, or when the CD's still in the band, it's all scratched. It's just not playable. So I can make use of those covers. I can just put them in frames and put them on my wall. You can see the wall's a little bit bare. I could do with adding a little bit extra to it. So add a bit of colour. Okay, so estate agents call it clutter. It's these things. it would have been nice to have those records, but I've got the covers. If the records do turn up, because sometimes they may turn up without the cover, I'll think, well, I've got home for that. So VC, I hope you had more success this past weekend. One more Saturday before Christmas, so a chance for another dig. If you've stumbled across this channel for the first time and you like what you see, feel free to click the subscribe button. Thumbs up, thumbs down, love the interaction, and if you do comment, we'll comment back to you. So until the next video, look after yourselves, VC. Take care of yourselves, keep safe, keep spinning, and most importantly in these troubled times, keep smiling. See you later.